Hey everyone, welcome back to SRC Names. It's been a long time since I uploaded a video, and unfortunately that is because of my busy schedule right now, but hopefully in the next little bit I will have some more time to upload some videos for you guys, and maybe even put some fresh content on here relating to my favorite names or just names in general, so really looking forward to that. But for now, thought I'd share with you my updated top 20 names list and also the surprisingly low number of recently added names that I have. So I'll start with the boys. I have 7 names for boys. And the first one is Alexander, which is an interesting alternative to Alexander. I just found it interesting, kind of almost like an Ellison Alexander combo. Not combo, of course, but mix. And then we have Polaris, which the astronomy connection is really cool. And then I just really like the name in general. And then Terence, spelled with one R and an E, I thought was really cool because I met somebody named Terence spelled like that not too long ago. And then Taylor, I would imagine it's pronounced, but without the Y. I thought that was pretty interesting. And then here's a pretty unique one, Cardwell. I had never seen that before. In fact, when I first saw it, it kind of reminded me of the last name Caldwell, but I've never seen that as a first name. So that just inspired me to put a poll on Nameberry that I'm going to do after this video. Is Caldwell, and feel free to comment on this if you like on here on YouTube. Is Caldwell a nice first name? What are your thoughts on Caldwell being your first name? So really curious on your thoughts. And then we have PALLAS, which I just saw for the first time today on Nameberry. And then tonight I saw Thompson for the first time. Not on Nameberry, but elsewhere. And I thought that was a really cool first name because I see it all the time as a last name. So I just thought that was really cool to have that as a first. I seem to be liking a lot of last names as first names recently, so that's in part why I was asking about Caldwell, because I have seen a guy named Cardwell, so just out of curiosity. And then for the girls, we have MACKENLY, which I think is a really cool name. I seem to like McKinley more than McKinley. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Then after that we have Edith with an E at the end, which I think is pretty cool. And then ELVERA, which is a nice name. I really like it. Then we have DELORES, which I can't believe I did not add until now. Because, it grew on me, but I was always either neutral or liking the name Dolores. And I had seen it quite a bit before I added it. So I really like it now. LATOSHA reminded me of Natasha, which is a name that I really like, so I added it and I like this spelling. Then we have KALINA, which is pretty cool, and then AUBRYELLE as opposed to AUBRYELLE. I don't think I've seen AUBRYELLE, and I thought that was pretty interesting. And then a really cool spelling of Ursula. I really like that. And then a little bit of time passed before I started creating my next batch of new names. ERYKAH, I really like this spelling. I think it's pretty unique. And then an interesting spelling of ALLYSEN. I've seen ALLYSEN with a Y before, but not also with an E. I just think that's pretty cool. I, for one, like, of course it depends on the name, but there are plenty of names like this that I don't like, but I, for one, tend to like creative spellings on traditional names, especially girls' names, and especially ones that I like. So there are a few out there that I don't really like all that much. Even with names that I tend to like the traditional spellings of. So it all depends on the name. Then we have ANELENE, which I think is a really cool name. Sort of a combination of quite a few of them. Then we have ELISETTE. And then an interesting spelling is SHARYL. And then we have LYANA, I think it is, or LYANA. And then another interesting spelling, this time of SHERRILYN, which I had seen SHERRILYN before, but not spelled like this. And in fact, one of the SHERRILYNs I found, I had only heard of the name and I had not seen it before. So those are the new names that I've added since my last video. Again, quite a short list, but I am always discovering new names, like the ones that I saw tonight, the boys' names, and I really needed an update on boys' names, so hope you enjoyed that. And now I thought I'd just briefly go through my top 20 and highlight some changes that I've made to them. I kind of explained all the names and why I like them in my first and even my most recent top 20 video that I put out a couple months back. So I'll just go ahead and point out that a lot of these names are pretty similar in rank than they were earlier in my last video, but there were quite a few notable changes, especially in the boys. So we have Elliot, of course, and then Harrison, Ezra, and then Calvin. So I put Ezra up because I haven't really seen a whole lot of Calvin lately. I still really like the name despite its meaning, but I've been seeing a lot of Ezra on Nameberry and really, really liking it. So Ezra's number 3. Then we have Calvin, and then Harris, Alistair, Garrett, Alexander, and then Caspian is a new name that I have added. I have really grown to love Caspian, even more than Casper, which was barely cracking my top 20 in my old, like one of my first names lists. So, and then I started associating with it with the Friendly Ghost, which I have not seen the movie, but I think Caspian is a really nice alternative to Casper. At least that's how I think of Caspian. And then we have Aaron, and then Adrian, Harry, Caleb, Clarence. I've been thinking Clarence lately. I think I might actually put that higher on the list. Then we have Ambrose. That's the other name that I have added. I've been seeing Ambrose a lot on Nameberry, and originally I thought it was a girl's name, believe it or not, but because probably I was thinking of the name Amber and comparing it with that, and of course Rose, and combine them, and I thought it was a girl's name from there, but I really like the sound of this name. And again, I've been seeing it a lot lately. Then we have Alec, Hadrian, and then Terence. Again, I saw that new spelling of Terence because I met somebody with this spelling not too long ago, so thought that was pretty cool. And then Eric, and Hayden. Then for the girls, we have Caroline on top. I still absolutely love Caroline. And I don't see that changing from number 1 anytime soon. Cara is number 2, and then Tara. All 3 of these names were once number 1. I mean, Caroline, of course, is, but Cara was before Caroline, and then Tara was before Cara. So then we have Alice and Harriet. Harriet and Alice, even, both of those have grown on me quite a bit, even in these last few months, as has Adelaide. I really like the sound of Adelaide, and I've been seeing it quite a bit. Same for Hazel. Hazel, I think, might even move higher up on my list. I've been seeing it a lot lately on Nameberry, and I've just been... The more that I see a name, the more that I like it, if I initially like it. That went for even names like Hadrian that Amaryllis here on YouTube introduced me to. Or even Caspian, for that matter, that I saw on Nameberry. So, after Hazel, we have Clara. I still really, really like Clara. And as a result of all of these timeless names going up the list, of course, not all of them are timeless, but I'm looking at Tara right now, being not as timeless, but a lot of these other ones are. As a result, Taylor is now number 9 on my list, but I still really like it. Esther, I think, might even move up a little bit. And so Katelyn was my number 1 as a teen, and now it's number 11, which is the lowest it's been on any of my lists. But Kate has definitely grown on me, and I think it might eventually surpass Katelyn. Like I said in my other video, I don't like it just because of the nickname for Catherine. Catherine's a name that I really like, especially the C spelling. Even though I love Kate with a K, I just love Catherine, spelled Catherine. That is my absolutely, basically it always has, well, almost always has been my number 1 spelling of Catherine. But Kate, I think, as a name on its own, could work really, really well. And then we have Carys, which is holding pretty steadily on my list. And then Heather. I've been coming across Heather quite a bit. But I guess it's not quite appealing to me now. I mean, I still love the name, but I guess it's not quite as appealing to me right now as all these newly discovered names that I have. So after Heather, we have Claire, and then Carrie. Carrie was once higher than Cara, believe it or not, on my list, one of my first lists. Then we have Sierra, and then Haley. Haley I've been coming across pretty recently, especially the Hayley spelling, which I think is a pretty cool one. I tend to like Hailee. At one point, my favorite spelling was Hailey. And the first spelling of Haley that I ever encountered was Haleigh. So go figure that one out. And then we have Casey and Tabitha. And that wraps up the girls list. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and look out for many more to come, hopefully in the next few weeks or months if I don't get to them sooner. I hope that I can get to them in due time, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.